This one here is for my seafood lover. If you like this wonderful, delicious seafood pasta, nice and creamy and rich, considered an aphrodisiac, keep watching for the recipe. It's Caribbean Ducks. Glad you can join me. Please like, share, and subscribe. We're going to get started. Make sure your water is nice and hot. Then we're going to go in with a pinch of salt. Next, you want to add your pasta. And turn it around, mix it up inside the water. Make sure it's loose and not clumping up to each other. And we're going to cook it. Make sure that it's well submerged. And we're going to cook it on low heat for about 10 minutes. That should work to get it al dente and well cooked. Now we're going to strain it off, making sure to save some of that pasta water. Maybe about a half a cup will do. We're going to add that back into the recipe. So save that to the side. And we're going to chop all our vegetables and season them up. Our onions get chopped. Our garlic gets minced. About 4 cloves of garlic. And half of the onion we chopped. We're going to go in with 3 medium-sized tomato dice. We're using fresh ingredients. And we're going to set that to the side. So we're prepping here. Very important to prep it a little ahead of time. Going with a half a stick of butter. Render that down. And now we're going with our onions first. We're going to saute the onions until they get translucent. This will usually take about 3 minutes or less. We're cooking at medium to high heat here. We don't want to burn anything, so keep your heat to medium. After a few minutes, we can go in with our garlic. And the reason why we do this, one ingredient at a time, is because they all cook at different temperature, different amount of time to cook. And we don't want it to burn. So now we're going to saute the onions and the garlic for a few more minutes. And now we can go in with our seafood here. We have scallop, calamari, mussels, and shrimp. This is our seafood mix, about 1 pound of seafood. We're going in with some paprika now. Yes, we're going to hit it up with some real spices here. We have some oregano. Some dill. Going in with some black pepper, crushed black pepper. And this is some of my all-purpose green seasoning that has basil, thyme, cilantro, all that good stuff. And we're gonna mix that in and saute this seafood mix just a few minutes, because seafood doesn't take long to cook. So I actually give this about 3 minutes to cook down. It's going to release some liquids and it's going to evaporate eventually. And then we remove it from the pan, put it to the side. In the same pan, we're going to go in with maybe about a 1/4 stick of butter. Then add our tomatoes to saute. And we're not going to cook the tomatoes until it melts out. Just a couple of seconds. Then we're going with our heavy whipping cream. We're going with 1 pint of heavy whipping cream. Season that up with some black pepper. And we're going to go in with our cheese. This is the Mexican blended cheese. About 3 different kinds of cheese. We're making this rich. So if you're concerned about your cholesterol, please do not overindulge, because it's going to be rich and tasty and very flavorful. Now we add back our pasta water, and the pasta water is going to help to thicken everything and get it nice and creamy. So you want to constantly mix that in so nothing gets burnt on the bottom. And now we can add our seafood back to it. Look how rich this is looking. Our nice creamy seafood pasta is on the way. Give that a few minutes to evaporate some of the liquid. And look at it getting nice and thickened and rich. Now, since our pasta has been cooked and left there, still warm, now we can add this complete and creamy deliciousness back to the pasta. And we're gonna toss that in. So simple, so easy. You don't need to go out to those expensive restaurants to eat a nice delicious seafood pasta meal, nice and rich and creamy, right at home. Follow these steps. And now we garnish with some fresh tomatoes, and we're ready to plate. So this is it. We garnish with some more parsley. And there you have it, a nice delicious seafood lover pasta, creamy Alfredo sauce, made right at home. And remember, if you like this recipe, please give me a thumbs up, leave your comment, let me know what else you want me to make for you. Bon appetit, enjoy, and stay blessed. It's Caribbean Ducks. Remember to hit that bell icon, subscribe, so you can get more recipes like this. Thank you for watching.